God bless everybody. I just want to hop up on here real quick and just want to give you a little bit of a testimony and something that I was definitely thinking about last night. Just really just looking back over my life and the things that God has definitely truly have brought me from that could have overtaken me. And so I just want to just tell y'all just a little quick little story. As y'all seen from the thumbnails in the title, uh, what happened, back in the day. I think this was when I believe I was in, if I'm mistake, I probably was in sixth grade. I was in sixth grade at the time. So, young little kid at the time. I remember we was getting off of school one day or whatever, and then I wanted to rack up my gains because I wanted to go to my sister's house at this time, and this is the time she used to be with this guy, and it was me. It was me, my other sister that stayed with me at the time, and it was her friend. And so the driver was my other sister's boyfriend. He was coming to get us. And so I remember we got all in the car together. I got my game and all that stuff. Got all in the car. And then we took the back road. I guess it was like very like at the time it was like full of rocks everywhere. And I remember we were sitting there just riding, and I remember he was kind of driving a little fast. But then I remember when I was kind of like, I couldn't remember what I was doing. I don't know if I was trying to look at my phone or do whatever. By the time I remember, we kind of like went fast over the railroad tracks. I remember it was the railroad tracks, but it had a bunch of rocks. And when you get from the railroad tracks, it's just more plotted like rocks everywhere. And so I remember we was going pretty fast, and we went over it. And then next thing you know, boom! I remember going sliding this way a little bit on the rock, sliding that way. But when it went back on this side, it was going towards this side. See, I was in the back seat. Uh, like this is the car right here. I was in the back seat on the right side. The friend was on the left. My sister was in the front, and the driver. And so I remember it, when it turned that way, it kept going and it went like dead into the grass. And I just remember the car started flipping. And at this time, I didn't know what was going on. All I know is I had my eyes closed, and I could just feel myself just hitting everything. My sister was the only one that was left. I think the car flipped about 4 times. My sister was the only one that was still in the car. She was like this because she had the seatbelt on. She was everybody else pretty much flew out. My sister boyfriend at the time, he flew out, but he flew further. His back was scraped up. My sister friend that was in the car, she flew out too, and I flew out too. But through the whole accident, I was the worst one. Like my face was all busted up, eyes were swollen. I still got a scar right up in there. You can't barely even see it. I had a swollen, like it was like swollen all down my neck. I was just, if I had the pictures, I probably would show y'all. But man, I was beat up. Like it felt like it looked like I got beat up by Mike Tyson or something. Like I'm not even kidding. But man, I was totally like, I was messed up. I was really messed up. And I just, like I said, I remember hitting everything because we flew out the window like the windows was up. So we literally flew out the glass like as it was flipping 4 times. I just remember, man, it just happened so quick. And it just, we couldn't do nothing in the moment. So I just remember, man, I was just waking up, trying to wake up and, get up and walk and just try to, find somewhere to walk or whatever. I see my sister, she was crying and stuff. And from the thing, I can hear her crying. And the friend was trying to get up too, and I was trying to get up. I kept limping over because I was like, I was just like out of it. Like I was going in and I was going out, going in and going out. And man, and then next thing you know, I think I not like I was knocked out again. And next thing you know, I was in an ambulance, and then got knocked out again. And then next thing you know, I was in the hospital. My dad and all them, they showed up. They were all crying and different things. And I couldn't go to school for like a week or so, I believe. I think it was a whole week I couldn't go to school because my face, it was just so messed up. But it don't look like that now. I'm telling you, man, that was nothing but God, because I'm telling you what, I should have been dead. I should have been dead. Bad, man, if y'all would have seen the pictures, I believe my mom still have it, but I'm probably not gonna be able to show y'all. But I'm telling you, I was messed up in the face. I was messed up. I shouldn't even be here. but it's all the grace of God that was over my life, and that was over all the, my sister, her friend at the time, the boyfriend at the time. God covered us all, because that was a tragic accident. It really was, and it scared me to death, to where it kind of put me in fear, to where I didn't even want to, ride with anybody else. Anytime I wanted to ride or whatever, you know, it was always just by myself. But eventually God had to get me through all that. But I'm telling you what, you got to look back over your life, and look back the things that God really brought you from, whether it's a murder, or a car accident, or just anything that can put you to death. You got to look back over your life, and really look to this day and be like, Lord, if it wasn't for you back in them days, if it wasn't for you that came in that situation, I was going to be dead. And I just truly praise God for keeping me, because I was really thinking about this last night deep, and I'm just like, man, Lord, I've even though I'm going through a lot right now, but Lord, you still got me here for a reason. There's still a purpose. There's a reason why that you kept me this far. There's a reason why I didn't die in that accident, because there's something that's for me out there. I shall live and shall not die. Man, I'm telling you, I shall live and not die, no matter what. And you shall live and not die yourselves. So this is the time to really give God praise, and look back over your life, over the things that God has truly brought you from. God brought me through a lot, y'all. I'm telling you, I shouldn't even be standing in this chair. I should be somewhere in a grave. But it was God's love that kept me. It was God's mercy that kept me. And if it wasn't for him, I would not be here today, ministering to the people God has blessed me with. So I just want to give everybody that quick story, a little testimony, to let everybody know God has got you here for a reason. God's got you here for a reason, because he has called you to a high place. He said you shall live and not die today. So give God praise and give God glory that he's been by your side all along. And he said he would never leave you nor forsake you, and always be with you even unto the ends of the world. God loves you. God loves you, that he didn't allow death to get you. So you ought to be giving God some praise. You ought to be giving God thanks. When you're watching the word or whatever like that, you should be giving God all the praise, because it was him that kept you here. And so I just want that to be out there. I hope this word really truly blesses somebody. I hope it comforts them. I hope it enlightens them, encourages them. And then one thing I want to go over too, I'm going to be doing something new for this YouTube soon. Just going to see and pray about it. I want to start something kind of new, where they can have certain people come in and give their testimonies and different things. So it's something new that I want to try out. I already got 2 mics and stuff, so I'm just working on a few things, and we're just gonna see how it's gonna go. And but I'm gonna pray more about it, just to for the Lord to lead me, to show me how to start it and when to start it. But I think it's gonna be really good what I'm about to bring for the YouTube channel. Just kind of want to do something a little bit different, because we all know that they censor me. They're on me like crazy. So any just one little slip thing, they're easily ready to strike me or whatever they want to do. But we know it's just social media persecution. So just how people being persecuted in natural, I'm being persecuted on through social media. So that's just the way it is. But I wanted to also, if anybody want to be a blessing to me, want to donate or be a giver or whatever, or just whatever God put up on your heart. I'm not asking for anything. Just if anybody want to be a giver, uh, there's my Cash App right there, and I'm gonna start putting it on my video, because I don't want nobody really sending me nothing through YouTube, because YouTube, they play a bunch of games, and they don't. I mean, it was the last couple months that I haven't even been paid and stuff, so they play a bunch of games until I start seeing that they're starting to help me a little bit more, or something breaks through. Then I'll put that back and be like, hey, y'all ain't got to send nothing to the Cash App, but I'm going to always keep putting up my Cash App up here. So if anybody want to be a blessing, whatever like that, they can be a blessing. I always put it in my description too. So But I'm gonna start trying to put it in my videos because, like I said, I don't trust YouTube. I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. They so easily take your money and then hold it from you, and nobody got time for that. And I know everybody, they're gonna want their money too if somebody's being a blessing or whatever. And definitely go stream the video, Secret Tears. Please go stream that video. It's a very good video. It literally took about, I did that video in the middle of the night. It took about, if I'm not mistaken, like to do like the clips and stuff of me singing, it literally probably took about 40 to 45 minutes to do all the clips, and plus the editing. The editing was kind of like an hour, but it wasn't that long, honestly. It probably was less than an hour. So, but I did put a lot of work in it. Editing music videos ain't easy. So definitely go check out, definitely go check out that video. Like I said, Secret Tears. And it's a very, very, very beautiful, it's a very beautiful video. This is called the Tone Beast Warm Audio. Tone Beast Warm Audio. This thing is very powerful. It has different tones and stuff for your vocals, so you're able to create your own tone and not have to use a bunch of plugins when you're doing music or editing stuff. So yeah, so God bless me to be able to get that. So yeah, this album's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna sound so beautiful once everything. I can't wait till I test this baby out. But man, this thing is gonna be nice. So everybody go stream that video. Like I said, Secret Tears on my video, on my YouTube. And let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I hope y'all love it, and I hope y'all be blessed. Until next time, Jesus Christ's name, love you all. Be blessed. Stay under God's wings.
Oh, yeah, yeah.